Halito, Osio, Impetuaste, whatever your greeting. Aloha. It's your girl, Original Copper Empress. Yes, Sister Betty, it's been a minute, y'all. I've been having so much going on. That's why I haven't been able to get it done. So much going on. Halito, Charles Johnson, Kari D, Keith Cobbs, Cool Spaceship Clothing, 69 Transanzo. I sent you the link because Zoe, Priscilla Istar, Empire Rex, Sagittarius Jones, Quiet Storm, Black Wild Indian, Sister Betty, Aduke, Sharon Walker, Amina Ra. Salute to y'all. Can y'all hear me clearly? I need to turn that down because can't nobody, because you got that high. Okay, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Halito, girly girl. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat. Halito, Karima Shabazz. Okay, so everybody hear me. Zoe, I sent you the link through your YouTube. Not YouTube, I mean through your email. Okay, Michelle Tate, Sheldon Dodge, Freeman, Choctaw. I can't, I have a hard time with that. But Devon's Clan 615, Anya Wea, Nike, Halito, everyone. Come on in. Yes, it's been a minute. We're gonna I'm gonna start getting back to it over here. I promise y'all. I am Anthony Lowe. Empress Awakening, Halito says, how you been? Who else? Knowledge Seeker, Halito. American Warrior, Halito, Charles Clark, Halito, everyone. Welcome. Please hit the like button and share if you can. We got a good book we're gonna start reading tonight. So please come on in and share. I know I'm probably shadow banned because I ain't been live in a minute. Y'all know I be over on TikTok over there arguing with the fucking Africans. Halito Bronze flip out nephew Halito. Be over there arguing with them motherfucking dusty feet ass motherfuckers. Always talking crazy. It's crazy how people join into a war that they had nothing to do with. Our war was with the Native Americans, but somehow the Africans joined hands with the Pan-Africans to say that we're still in their history. They want to claim all our inventions and that they're African Americans are the ones that was bought here as slaves, and that's why, and that is their people. But yet, if you ask one of these dusty foot motherfuckers who's missing off their tree, can't nobody tell you who's missing off their tree. This is insanity. Y'all believe in the slave narrative. See, what I found out with them over there, as long as you're a slave, everything is cool. But when you start talking about your greatness and it outshines them, see, nobody wants that light to come off of us. They like that darkness. Oh, that woe is me. Oh, we were slaves and all this old shit. Long as you that, everything is fine. Because then they'll have somebody that put their foot on just like the Caucasian. Because see, the Caucasian is the same one. Halito Renee, hey sis, how you been? Obsidian Copper Sign, Halito. So now that we're waking up, we're getting our people to know their greatness. That's a problem. Salute Roger W. Who else came out? I want to make sure I ain't missed nobody else because I'm just up here talking about these dusty feet motherfuckers on TikTok. I can't stand. Monega, salute you, my brother. So now that they can't talk about you being a slave, well, they still look at you as the slave. It's just that you're delusional. Salute to you, DT Darbull Hub. You're delusional. You don't know your history. You believe in everything a white man tell you. That's their talking points. That's their talking points over there. Salute ABTW. Salute to you, Fruit Chill. So, you digging into your history, which will be your bloodline. Salute Roy Davenport. That means you done went over and beyond to know who you are. Salute to you, Quiet Storm. Salute to your nephew. So you really want to dig in and you want to know the truth. You want to know where you play a part in this history. Halito Cherokee Empress. Halito says, how you been? So, digging into your bloodline is a problem for a lot of people. I see that. Long as you go with the narrative that you're a slave and that you don't know who you are and you don't know the greatness that you descend from, everything is fine. It's the moment that you wake up and start saying, hold up, somebody's lying around here because my family owned land, they invented shit. I mean, all this takes back your power. That's what we're trying to get. Salute Adam Real and T1 Production. We're trying to get you to take back your power. A lot of people don't understand why we say dig into those records. Know who you are for thyself, because knowing thyself, that conquers all the shit that's coming ahead. But they don't want you to do that. Because, see, they attach themselves to the African American, which don't have no standing in law. Black and African American has no standing in law. It's not in one treaty. It's not in no constitution or nothing. But yet they think that's a real nationality. You can't get no dumber than them motherfuckers over there. I swear to God, y'all. Salute E90407 and James Williams. Them are some of the most stupidest motherfuckers. I'm like, that term was just coined in 1988, nigga. I was already almost fucking 18 years old. So you telling me I had to wait till I get almost 18 to find out, or for you to give me an identity, nigga? It don't work. Like I asked them, do they do that in y'all country? Are you born Igbo, whatever the fuck you want to call it? Yes, we're born Igbo. Oh, but I gotta wait, nigga. I gotta wait till some motherfucker decide whatever he want to coin me this motherfucking 10 years. The last 10 years was black. So now I gotta wait for a motherfucker make up his mind what he want to decide to coin me for the next 10 fucking years. You see how hypocritical that bullshit is? And the sad part, Messy Jackson, who's a fucking Cherokee. And the sad part is they'll say that they're born Igbo, but you better not have an identity. They'll say we have an identity crisis. That's their favorite talking point. They have an identity crisis. Those people don't know who they are. They're over there and then they turn to take the Native Americans, take their identity. They're trying to steal the land from the Native Americans. Those people have been through so much, and now they're over there trying to take their identity because they're going through a crisis. What is wrong with them people? Them people went there by slaves. They went over there by the millions on the bottom of a boat, and now they want to claim to be the people of the land. What is wrong with them people? That's how they sound. Real ignorant. And you can't find now. I'm ignorant. But you bitches can't find one of your relatives saying one of your relatives is missing off your fucking off the goddamn land on a goddamn boat. You can't find one relative. See, one thing we know, motherfucking stories is gonna be told, even if it don't come out the way it was told the first time, but you still remember that it was either stole or sold. Will be the main fucking topic. See. You can't get over that. Missing. The word missing should be up. And you should know who the fuck that person is. You should go back to your ancestors because it ain't been that long. It ain't been that long for a motherfucker say he was sold or stole. But when you ask these dumbass motherfuckers, they say, so many things has happened since that happened. And I don't know. I would ask one of my people, I'm like, what? You should know you're on here claiming motherfuckers. How the fuck you claiming motherfuckers that you don't know you got somebody missing? But we know that they took them there by 12 million. They took out of Africa. And wait a minute, then you ask them, how did they get them? Or some was kidnapped and some was sold. They wasn't, these people was undesirable. It's the dumb shit for me. It's the dumb shit for me. So let's say that they took 12 million motherfuckers. Y'all, they keep saying that, we have billions of people. We don't give a fuck. I heard one say, we don't give a fuck. It is billions of people in Africa. Billions of people in Africa. And now one of you motherfuckers decide to get about 100 you motherfuckers together to dig a well, bitch. All you motherfuckers over there, billions of you motherfuckers, and can't nobody get together and write out a blueprint on how to goddamn it dig well. Halito, Miss Gichika, Halito sis, Halito Dewan, truth. If it's that many guys, y'all should have wells and irrigational system all across fucking Africa. I just seen a bitch put in a live over there. I was just seeing. She said, "Oh, they so lazy. That's their problem. They lazy. They just like to serve. Bitch, can't nobody be more lazy than you motherfuckers." Like I told this motherfucker the other day, he wants to talk about us and shit. He said all they do is go out to eat. They don't believe in cooking. Over here, we believe in cooking. Over there, I said, look at here, motherfucker. I call them fire Campbell. Motherfucker, y'all have a campfire every fucking day, 3-4 times a day, nigga, to cook a meal, bitch. We can goddamn go to our stove and cook, or we can fire up a goddamn grill. We ain't gotta sit around like we had a goddamn campfire, nigga. You want to make like everything started out of Africa, but yet nothing in Africa goes together. You got a motherfucking house, no goddamn windows, a house, no goddamn door, a house, no irrigational system, a house, no goddamn floors, a house with a 10 motherfucker, a mud house with a 10 goddamn roof. Nigga, make that make sense, but y'all supposed to be the motherfuckers created every goddamn thing. You can't make this shit up. They live over there trying to claim our inventions, y'all. I said, nigga, how the fuck? And y'all ain't did shit in goddamn 400 years, as y'all say, 400 years, and y'all motherfuckers living like prehistoric like a motherfucker over there. So we were supposed to really believe. They say, oh, if it wasn't for cobalt man, y'all wouldn't have a cell phone, nigga. We had cell phone before fucking cobalt out of fucking Africa. Or if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have the internet. But yet y'all niggas don't have the internet. Make this make motherfucking sense to me. How the fuck you inventing shit and you ain't even got it in your country? All because the motherfucker said African Americans did it. And the sad part is we got a lot of niggas that refuse to do their own genealogy. Did you get it, cuz? Zoe, did you get it? The sad part is we got a lot of people that refuse to do their DNA, their genealogy. They trying to do a DNA test. I will say you some lazy motherfuckers. Because you going along with the status quo. If you really against the motherfuckers that you claim that has done so much shit to you, you will try to beat him more than motherfucking way, not prove him motherfucking right. This is how I know common sense ain't common no more. Why would you let a motherfucker lead you to the trap? Now he's so gracious. He want to help you out after all this time. He want to help your motherfucking ass out. He ain't never helped your ass out no other time, but he want to help you get the fuck up out of America. You don't see the play, bitch? Because one thing we know, these motherfuckers, they may be smart, but they're not intelligent because they don't know how to rewrite they don't know how to rewrite the play. That's why the play continues. It's the same play over and over because they feel that you so goddamn stupid that you will never pick up a book or read or even try to find your ancestors. And a lot of people I have failed for that shit. A lot of people have really failed for that dumbass shit. So they know that they can run that scam. All of a sudden, these motherfuckers want to help you the fuck on about this motherfucker. That's what they're doing. So of course, if they're gonna help you, if somebody repost this link, my cousin Zoe. Of course, a motherfucker help you the fuck out they goddamn way. Because if you in America and you find out that this is your land, that means it ain't their land. That means somebody's been lying. That means the land ain't going over, ain't the native people, and that the natives over here ain't the people of the land, because then you start seeing that your people are the motherfuckers that got the goddamn land patents. So right there, I tell you it's a big ass lie. But you niggas are so lazy. You rather let a motherfucker bamboozle you over and over again. You didn't learn from the first time. You motherfuckers might as well take your hat off and say, how many, and let the motherfucker ask you, well, how many lumps would you like? So he could take the hammer and just keep, goddamn it, giving it to you. 10 lumps? Is that how many you like? And just keep got them to each lump that bam, bam, motherfucker, just give them to me. Because you niggas don't think for yourself. And they've been doing that bullshit to you over and over again. And you don't even see it. That's the sad part about it. You'll let a motherfucker just keep putting knots on the side of your damn head. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Halito, you cut a 725. Brandon Rogers. I mean, the shit is crazy at this point. Salute, Cuzzo. Let me see.
Peace, cuz. Peace to the guys and the goddess in the building.
Who else came in? Reginald Jones. I think I got everybody. If I miss you, charge it to the head and not to the heart. I'm just saying, you know, we be over there battling those motherfucking dusty feet motherfuckers. Because motherfuckers want my invention, but every breath of my body ain't. You lazy motherfuckers, you ain't did shit in that land. Not a motherfucking thing in that land. You think you just gonna jump over us and say, oh, those are my people, they invented that, but y'all ain't invented shit over there. You ain't invented shit over there. I asked you, which one of y'all motherfuckers can hit a no? Because because you know, y'all keep saying that, oh, they use us. That's their favorite thing now, that they use us for our talents and shit. But bitch, we ain't gotta worry about nobody using y'all because we ain't got many. You might have a motherfucker can sing, but you ain't got a motherfucker can sing. You ain't got a motherfucker can goddamn and just hit a note. We got motherfuckers can hit some notes around this motherfucker. Well, move a goddamn crowd. We got our Patti LaBelle's, our Aretha Franklin's, our Anita Baker's, our Regina Belle's. I mean, the list go Whitney Houston. Goddamn, we got them all over here. Goddamn it, Gladys Knight, Tina Turner. We got them, and they keep it coming. We got our cool in the game. Our motherfucking Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, the list don't stop. Temptations. OJs. The list keeps going on and on because we with that. We had bands. Let us see y'all motherfucking marching bands, nigga. And we want to see them in motherfucking boots. Goddamn it, with the instrument, not your fucking flops, nigga.
They got one, cuz. They got one dope ass group though. I ain't gonna even lie. They got one dope group. It's called Akumusabi.
I ain't never heard of it. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Cherokee. I'm gonna call you Cherokee tomorrow. I've been going through something with my mama. My mama's been really sick. But
hey, cuz, did you hear the other day? Well, I think that was yesterday when I was asking the Africa. I said, so name one professional pro sports player. They were stuck. And I was like, name one of any sports. They said, oh, well, you know, when they named one African that played soccer. I was like, soccer? I said, man, that's the sport that we left alone so far long ago. What the heck? I said, man, y'all ain't got no. I said, y'all had a Akeem Olajuwon, but they wasn't no Jordan. I said, then I named one African baseball. Yeah, it wasn't any. Because it's not like they're not that.
He was gonna harp on soccer like it's goddamn the best thing. Nigga, anybody can kick a ball, motherfucker. I can kick a ball. A person in a wheelchair can kick a ball, bitch. So what's not your point? My little motherfucking 11-year-old niece is cold in soccer.
Cold in it. But it was only one. I was like, you only got one soccer player that was a professional? I said, I know. That's the point. Like, y'all keep saying we the same. We're not. Y'all trying to learn the stuff we're doing. We sending new things that we trend setting over there to y'all to learn. You know what I'm saying? So keep biting. That's what I call it.
That's how I do. All they do is bite. And then sit here and throw motherfucking sucker punches and shit like they the inventors of every fucking thing. You ain't invented a motherfucking thing around here. Let's get that straight and understood. Y'all ain't invented a motherfucking thing because everything, y'all too prehistoric. Nigga, you ain't got motherfucking lights over there the last goddamn more than an hour or so. The fuck? How the fuck y'all invent any goddamn thing? Because nigga, y'all should be trying to invent light poles and shit. But over here talking shit to us on the internet. Like I said, they joined in a war that had nothing to do with them, y'all. They just want to be a part. I guess they wanted to be in with the crowd, I guess. Because those motherfucking dumbass fucking Pan-Africans don't know a goddamn thing. Well, y'all, we got a good book we're going to start off with. Once I get my music back going, y'all got to give me some speakers for my computer. Then I'll start back playing music. I really ain't had a chance because I've been
tonight.
Basically taking care of my mama. So.
We gonna rock it tonight.
And everybody dodge the hijack, because we got to remember, when we're reading these books, we are going to decode them as we go along. So just pay attention to the hijacks of all this.
As y'all see, it's the Britons and the Scots. These are the original names of the British and the Scottish.
And
these
the
are the
Anglo
American Indians. And the Anglo. They are the American Indian. They are the real American Indians as well. So, I mean, these are terms that's been taken out of America, as you know, as I read to y'all about Cherokee is the Romans. The Romans are the real Cherokees, and the Creeks, the Greeks are the real Creeks. So these are just different empires, y'all, that was taken down over time, and we still have a lot of remnants of them still in America. That's what people don't get. When you see these Roman style buildings, that was shit your people built. Nobody came here and built that but your people. I mean, people think we are suckers around here for some fucking reason. Until you really, really know the history, we didn't play with none of these people.
I'm going to end up going to wake up Lil Lonnie on them, you know what I'm saying? They don't want me to go and wake up Lil Lonnie. He been hibernating.
That part. Okay. Oh, you want me to share this? You gonna share the book, or how you want me to share the book to the screen?
Yeah, I was gonna let you share the book to the screen that way, because I can read better. You know what I'm saying? It's on your screen, because I can make my screen all.
Okay, let me go over here and get it. Hold on, y'all. Please don't do this to me.
I'm gonna do
it.
Kendrick Lamar remix, not like us. You African dudes are not like us. You people from Scandinavian, you're not like us. Y'all ones from Europe, y'all not like us.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, you know what I'm hearing now? People don't know that we are the original people in Europe. A lot of people don't know that.
I know, man, and it hurts their feelings to find out. They argue it, never knew it.
Mm-hmm. It says wait. Let me wait till it pull up, because I ain't been on this computer in a while. Unless I'm just not going into YouTube, like sharing from StreamYard. I think it said wait. Don't do this to me today.
We gonna end up doing it the right way. I end up emailing it to myself and then open it up if we.
I emailed it to you too. I did it. I did it both ways. I emailed it to you as well. Oh, this page is not responding. Now, why it's not responding, sir, ma'am?
But hold on. Then that means I would have to try to pull up some StreamYard on my laptop.
Okay, I'm gonna try again while I'm getting the book. I'm gonna see if it'll let me share it.
I'm finna go and open up an email and see if it'll work. Bam, bam, bam. We gonna get this, y'all.
Please hit the like button. Like I said, we gotta get me back in the algorithm, because I know I ain't been live in a minute. Halito Jersey Williams, Keith, Halito Keith, who is Tony Furlow. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Peace, love, and light.
I got StreamYard on my computer, so remember I did that debate. Shout out to Big Grizzly. Bap has showed me how to use it, so I'm gonna see if I can go right through StreamYard on my laptop. Hold on one sec.
Okay. Halito Dwayne wins. Halito. We're waiting on my cousin Zoe to get his laptop, y'all. So then we'll get right into the build on this. It's the Brits. Salute, Mr. Fly Dog, bro. Salute, fam. It's the Brits, the Scots, and the Anglo Saxons. And like we say, you got always, they're gonna throw something in there to try to throw you off on who these people are, but we know who these people are. The proof is in the pudding. They gonna hide us any kind of way they can hide us. That's been the whole thing. It's to hide the original people of the land. Salute, I am Irma Clan Chief, my bad. Salute to you. And that's been the whole thing, was to hide who we were. See, if you hide who we were, who we are, then they'll have the land for themselves. That's why I keep telling people that was the main reason for reclassification, because they couldn't enslave you anymore on your own land. So what they did when they told them that the Pope said that they couldn't enslave them no more, so then they went to reclassifying you who you were, to say as if they went out and got a bunch of new people, but the old people is there. That's up under a new term, so they could place slavery on enslavement on them, because we was enslaved, not slaves, but enslaved on our own land. That was the whole thing, was to take you from your natural way of life and your natural standing in law to make you a foreigner on your own land. And who can they do contracting with? They did the contracting with the foreigners and made them citizens of their corporation, because it's all a corporation. And when they say United States, that's a state of mind, right? United, those corporations are the ones that are united, not us. They have us in a state of mind. OCO milestone, OCO. See, that's what people fail to realize. State just mean a state of mind. And that's what they got us locked in. They got us in these estates in their countries. I mean, I don't have arguments with these dumbass people. They think North America and South America is that is one continent with. It's just where water rolls, y'all. It's not to cover lands that made islands. Islands are man-made, because when water starts to rise, it starts to cover the land. So, and plus, our people built the levees. Levees was the American Indian thing. We might go back over for those who don't know, after we do this book, we could jump back. Years ago, y'all, we did the Encyclopedia of American Indians and the contributions to the world, over 15,000 years of innovations and inventions. We can definitely get back into that, because we got a lot of newcomers that don't know all these things, that we are behind building family dwellings, apartments, building levees. We invented maize, which we call corn today, irrigational systems. I mean, the list goes on and on. Health. We are behind all the herbs. We behind farming. We behind man, there's so many things. I got the book, but I don't have it pulled up. I closed out the book today off of here, so when I was sitting this live. I mean, we're behind so many great things that the world used today, and they think that this, quote unquote, is the Egyptians brought it, right? They don't know the Egyptians was here. Because if you look up the Egyptians and their irrigational system and shit, it ties back to the Americas. So you have to connect the dots so you will see for yourself. I don't want to tell you, just research it for yourself. A salute the original Skywalker. I mean, all this stuff ties back together. So what you have to do, we can give you where you can because I pulled it all up. I did it on the live over there to prove a point to some damn
keep saying verifying my
okay, let me try sharing it. Let me try sharing again, because you probably haven't been on your StreamYard in so long. Let me see if it'll do it again for me.
Because if not,
I might have to go and close out some more stuff real quick.
Is that why mine's going slow? Because if not, I'm gonna turn the camera
Hold
around.
on.
And
Hold on, cuz.
okay.
You got it? Okay, let me see if I can get it to do it. Okay, hold on, cuz. I'm gonna try it one more time, okay? I'm gonna try it one more time, cuz. Hold on. Okay, you got the book. But let me see. If not, I'm gonna see if I can put it on the screen. Hold on.
All right.
Because I went and cleared out some stuff. Let's stop screen. Okay.
The Phoenician origin of the Britons and the Scots and the Anglo Saxons.
I wonder why they're doing it while I'm on here, because okay, I'm gonna let you read from you because it's I don't know. I don't know why
Yeah.
it said not responding.
I was gonna say you could just put me on the big screen with
Okay.
this.
I'm gonna make you the whole page. Yeah, I'm
Right.
just gonna make you the whole big page. I guess that's how I do it. Okay, let me see. I guess me. If it's me, yeah, it's you. Let me see.
Okay, so everybody can see that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can
So
y'all see it? Put a one in the chat if y'all can see it. I really want to make it bigger than that. So hold on. I'm trying to I want to make it bigger.
I'm gonna let some of the people read some of the books that this guy has wrote. They called him this is the where they got the idea of
Okay.
the Indiana Jones from. This guy, this author right here.
I know it should be a way that I can make you the full screen. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I won't be able to see the.
His name is Lawrence Austin Waddell.
Now I got you. As can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, cuz.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go from my other phone to see the chat, y'all, because I made you solo on the panel. I don't know what
Okay,
I'm
okay.
doing, but I'm
Well,
hoping that I did something right, y'all.
we're gonna get right to it. So we're not gonna cover all of the preface because it's like almost 25 pages of preface writing on it. But I want you guys to see right here. These are some of the books that he wrote: Discovery of the Lost, Palabratha of the Greeks, which is the Creeks, right? With the plates and the maps, the plates and the maps in Bengal government over there in 1890, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then he wrote the excavation of the Palabatra. He wrote the book of the place, river, and mountain names in the Himalayas. The Buddhist of Tibet, a report on missions for collecting Greco-Scythic sculptures in Swat Valley among the Himalayas, wild tribes of the Brahmapatra Valley, and then Lhasa and its mysteries. And then he wrote more books, right? So we're going to go through here and we're going to turn the pages real quick. This right here is Aryan Phoenician stones. And it says right here on Newton stone in Part Alien, the king of the Scots about 400 BC, calling himself Briton or Hittite and Phoenician. Y'all hear this right? He called himself all of these. Briton, Hittite, and Phoenician, y'all. So we're gonna scroll over here to where this is, the beginning of the origins of the Britons, Scots, and the Anglo-Saxon, discovered by Phoenician and Sumerian inscriptions in Britain, by the pre-Roman Britain coins, and a mass of new history by, once again, his name is Lawrence Austin Waddell. Okay, so we're gonna continue going, and I'm gonna get to more of beginning the actual book, because like I said, y'all finna see all these preface pages I'm gonna have to skip through to get to the actual. Hold on, we gotta go back and see that right there. Bam. Ancient Britain coin right there, got DS on it. Y'all see the horses? Where's the horse from? Look, America. The sun horse of Phoenician, Archangel Michael, and his cross, vanquishing the dragon. Right? We all know the horse is what? Indigenous to America. So pay attention to what he's talking about, his discoveries and what he's read through. These are the contents. We're going right to start right here. The Phoenicians discovered to be Aryans in race and the ancestors of the Britons, Scots, and Anglo-Saxons. That's where we're heading to right now. So I'm finna turn through these, this is the list of illustrations. You got all of the, his, what they call recite or sources. He got all of those in this. We're going to cover those later. But we're going to start this book so we can really get into it. And, right here, bam, this is where we start at. Phoenician origin. So to start it off with, the Phoenicians discovered to be Aryans in race and the ancestors of the Britons, Scots, and the Anglo-Saxons. The able Punch Phoenicians, setting out to invade the earth, brought the world under their sway. Now, you hear the first line right here, everybody. Y'all see it for yourself. The able Punch, which is the Phoenicians, setting out to invade the earth, brought the world under their sway. The Mahabharata, the Indian epic of the great Bharats. So you know how they, like the Hindustan in India over there today, used to be called Bharat. We named it that. The Bahara, the Briton singers beloved Indra. Indra hath raised the son of the high in heaven. Indra leads us with single sway. The Punch Phoenicians, as in the Brahats, the Britons, leaders of the earth. Ours only and none others is he. It's a hymn. That was a song. So we're going to go right here. In the preface, it is explained that the most suitable starting point to begin unraveling the tangled skein of history, like a scheme, for the lost threads of the origins of the Britons, Scots, Anglo-Saxons is from the fresh clues gained on the solid ground of the newly deciphered Phoenician inscriptions in Britain. The chief of the Phoenician inscriptions and the first to be reported in Britain is carved upon a hoary old stone of about 400 BC, dedicated to Bel, the Phoenician god of the sun, by votary. Okay, we can go to the next page. It's not turning. Hold on, let me bring this down some, because I think I'm missing some words on it. Okay, let me go back. No, I'm not missing the words on that. Okay.
You went forward. Okay.
Yeah, okay. He called himself therein by all three titles of Phoenician, Briton, and Scot, by ancient forms of these titles, in whose personal appearances is presumably illustrated in the nearly contemporary sculpture from his homeland, and thus preserving for us the name and titles of a prehistoric literate Phoenician king of North Britain upon his own original monument. It is at the same time supplies a striking proof of the veracity of the ancient tradition cited in the heading which the eastern branch of Aryans has faithfully preserved in their famous epic.
So the Aryans are the ones that they run around here talking about they Aryan nation, but they actually claiming us.
Yep. See, this is a goddess right here.
Oh, you can tell she's a Negro.
Yep, all day. Ain't no way in the world. And so then it says right here to continue, in regard to the prehistoric worldwide civilization's conquest of the Punch, the greatest ruling clan of the Aryan Bharats, who we shall find were the ancestors of the Brits or the Britons of our own ancestors. And you see how they trying to graft themselves in. Listen to the hijack. Watch how it slowly tried to put them into America. Watch this. And the amplifying second quotations in the heading from the early Aryan Psalms also preserved. Move this down real quick. So I'm moving slow all of a sudden. Okay.
Y'all see what's
also
on that dress, don't you?
Oh yeah. And see, that's the sister too. Look at her locks. But Pete, let me get to that. By the same eastern branch of the Aryan Bharats or Britons, discloses the Phoenician motive for erecting this inscribed monument in early Britain to the god of the sun with this special symbol of the swastika cross, an emblem embroidered on the dress of the priest and priestess of the sun, and figured freely with other solar symbols on Phoenician and early Britain monuments on a pre-Roman Britain coins, as we shall see later. This Britain Phoenician inscription in Britain in recording and equivalently the Aryan character of the Phoenicians as well as the Phoenician ancestry of the Britons and Scots merely confirm the historical results which I had previously elicited many years before from altogether different sources. Okay, you can see it from different sources. By discovering new keys to the Phoenician problem. These unlock the sealed stories of history regarding the origin and activities of the early Phoenicians and disclose them to be the leading branch of the Aryan race, and the Aryan also in speech and in script, and in lineal parents of the Britons, Scots, and Anglo-Saxons. Before proceeding further, therefore, it is desirable to, here we go, you guys.
See what they doing? They trying to make like they the Scottish and the British are, because as y'all know, they're the so-called Caucasian people, Caucasoid race. But actually, in reality, the Britons and the Scots are the dark-skinned people of America.
And see, people got to pay attention to how we reading this, right? It's saying Britons and Scots. It's not saying the ish in this book.
Yeah, ish means to be like.
Right. And so it says, indicate briefly here what these new keys are and the manner in which I was led to discover them. In attacking the great unsolved fascinating Aryan problem, the lost origin of our fair, long-headed civilized ancestors of the Brito-Scandinavian, listen to how they grafting, Brito-Scandinavian and ancient Greco-Medo-Persian race who gave to Europe and India, Persia, the Aryan languages and higher civilization. A problem... I told you, listen.
So now they're trying to say Fred Flintstone them gave us the house. I'm done.
See, first of all, right here, I'm gonna put my arrow on it right here. Brit is a nation. Scandinavians is a nation. So how these ancestors of the Brito-Scandinavian? That's two different people. Then right here is two more people: the Greco, Medo, and the Persian. Those are two different people. The Greeks and the Persians are two different people. And so then they went down here to the Europe and the Indo-Persian. See how they add themselves to all of the people that has the power in lands.
Yep.
So this is where this is called Renaissance right here, everybody. It's called cultivating, not colonizing. Cultivating. People need to let that word colonizing go if you ain't talking about yourself and your ancestors, because we colonized the planet. So we're gonna continue going from right here.
Civilizations.
Yep. It says a problem which had so completely baffled all inquiring historians that after failing to find any traces of them as a race, they threw it up in despair about half a century ago, and I took up the problem at its Eastern or Indo-Persian end and devoted to most of my spare time during over a quarter of a century spent in India.
What?
Listen to what he's saying. He spent quarter of a century, which is 2.5, 3 years, right, in India. Why? He was in the military. This is what he's trying to break down, why he's there, right? So we're going to continue reading his information. Now, it's a lot of debatable, there's a whole lot of debatable stuff in this stuff, but at the same time, he does kind of let you, we are going to know what he's saying. So listen to this. There were some manifest advantages in attacking the problem from its eastern end. Philologists and ethnologists and the anthropologists were generally agreed that the eastern branch of the ancient ruling Aryan race in India had presumably preserved in the Sanskrit dialect a pure form of the original Aryan speech that was to be found in the European dialects. Listen, y'all, from Greek to Gothic and English. I'm going to go back up and read that again.
Halito, everyone coming into the chat. Halito, peace, and respect to all this here listening. Thank y'all for coming.
So the philologists, the anthropologists, and all of them were generally agreed that the eastern branch of ancient ruling Aryan race in India had presumably preserved in Sanskrit the dialect a pure form of the original Aryan speech, then was to be found in the European dialects from Greek to Gothic and English, which is Creek. All of these languages are American right there, he just said. Whilst they also preserved a great body of traditional literature regarding the original location, doings, and achievements of the early Aryan, which had been lost by the Western or European branch of the vicissitudes and destructive turmoil of long ages of migration and internecine wars. Besides this, long prevalence in India of rigid caste system by restricting intermarriage between different tribes. Ooh.
Dusty Aborigines.
Y'all hear this? They restricted intermarriage between different tribes, and the dusty Aborigines was supposed to have preserved the Aryan physical type in the ruling Aryan caste there in relatively pure form than in Europe. So then it goes on. We're going to move this up real quick. Hopefully.
This motherfucker said dusty Aborigines.
And they're not talking about the American though. They're talking about the
ones over in Australia.
Yep. The little peoples. Hold on 1 second. Let me move my chair up closer. Okay. Now we write. Let's see where we at now.
Down there in Europe, you're gonna make me cross-eyed. Down there, right there, after acquiring knowledge of Sanskrit. Yeah.
Okay. After acquiring knowledge of Sanskrit and the vernaculars and studying the Indian traditions, written and unwritten at first hand, as well as all the reports of the Archaeological Survey Department on excavations, etc., and personally visiting all of the most reputed ancient sites and making several fresh explorations and excavations at first hand and measuring the physical types of the people, I eventually found that despite all that has been written about the vast antiquity of civilization in India, mostly, let me move this. They know we cooking over here. My computer even slow. Okay. By theorists who had never visited India. There was absolutely no trace of any civilization. Listen, hold on, everybody.
I.e. higher.
Right here, he's explaining to y'all before we went and conquered that Hindustan area. Listen to what he says. By theorists who had never visited India, there was absolutely no trace of any civilization, higher civilization in India before the 7th century BC. Indeed, nothing whatever of traces of civilization, apart from the rude stone circles, has ever been found by the scientifically equipped Indian Archaeological Survey Department. In their more or less exhaustive excavations on the oldest reputed sites down to the virgin soil during over half a century, which can be specifically dated to be before 600 BC. On the other hand, I observed that the historical India, like historic Greece, Crete, right, suddenly burst into view about 600 BC. In the pages of Buddhist literature and in the Mahabharata. If people know about the Mahabharata, that's a book. In the Mahabharata epic, with the multitude of Aryan rulers speaking the Aryan language with a fully fledged Aryan civilization of precisely the same general type, which has persisted down to the present day. Well, do y'all know about what I just read? I'm going to break it down real quick before I continue. The Aryan, that's the swastika. That's down over there in Argentina, where the Romans actually built up and came into the north in all of America. So the original Aryan swastika is like hundreds of feet into the ground down in South America. And it's huge. It's made out of stone. It's stacked so deep into the ground, they keep trying to dig for the bottom and haven't found it yet. So the real Aryans was who? Us. right? So I'm gonna continue right there. The question then arose, which came these Aryan invaders suddenly into India about the 7th century BC with their fully fledged Aryan civilization into a land previously uncivilized. It was previously uncivilized, everybody. So then, on analyzing this early Aryan civilization, thus suddenly introduced into India in regard to its culture, social structure, customs, folklore, and religion, and the traditional topography and climate of its ancestral homeland as described in the Vedas description, wholly wholly inapplicable to India. I was led by numerous clues to trace these Aryans, or as they called themselves, Arya, invaders of India back to Asia Minor and to Syria, Phoenicia. Watch this, everybody. This gets good. Oh man, this book is so entertaining. Come on, computer. Move it slow.
I'm here because I got to fix my niece something a sandwich right quick.
Okay. So we right here, everybody. So I then observed that the old ruling race of Asia Minor and Syria Phoenicia from immemorial time were the great imperial high civilized ancient people generally known as the Hittites, but who called themselves Kti or Kati, right? Which is the same title by which the early Britain kings of the pre-Roman period called themselves and their race, and they stamped it upon their Britain coins, the so-called Kati coins of early Britain, right? And the early ruling race of Aryans who first civilized India also called themselves Katia, right? Also, as well, as we shall see presently, this ancient Kati or Kati ruling race of Asia. Go to the next page. Oh, and here's a picture of the Kati people. You see, got the fish heads all the way up to the bucket hat. Then you got the pine cone. But look what they're doing. He's standing on two people, right? And they standing on the horse. And these two dudes is standing on a double-head eagle. You know the double-head eagle represent, right? That's that Roman. Okay. So then it goes on to say, Asia Minor and Syria Phoenicia also called themselves Ari, with the meaning of noble ones. Now, this was the identical racial title which was also applied to themselves by the Indo-Aryans or eastern branch of the Aryans who called themselves Arya or Arya of the older Pali, which had also literal meaning of noble, and which is the actual word from which older modern English term Aryan has been coined. And these ancient Kati or Hittites are represented in their ancient sculptures in Gothic dress, here then already I seemed to have found not only the origin of the Indo-Aryans, but also the original land of the Aryan race, in the homeland of the Goths and of our own ancestral Britons and Anglo-Saxons. And further examination soon confirmed this. See how they keep saying our own ancestral? These are Negroid people they're talking about. But he's not a Negroid person. So he's going to make it benefit his conversation because he's claiming to be, well, he says that he's Scottish. And these are not Scottish. These are Scots. So these are the original people, not the ish people. The civilization of this Ari or Aryan, which is going to end up going back to the word Orion, right? This whole Aryan thing is Orion. Race of Kati or Kati was essentially of the kind which is now called the Aryan type and of the same type as to introduced into India by the eastern branch of the Aryas, the Aryas or Aryans. In appearance also, these Kti, who were called the White Syrians. Y'all see this, right? Writing themselves in. The White Syrians by Strabo, or as seen in their own rock sculptures and sculptured monuments of between 3000 and 2000 BC, to be of the Aryan type. They are tall in stature with conical Phrygian caps and snow boots with turned up toes. And garbed significantly in what is now commonly called the Gothic style of dress. It says over here, for the reason, as we shall see later, that they were the primitive Goths, and the Goths were typically Aryan in race. Because they took the swastika and, started tatting it and shaving their heads. They really feel like this, just leading them to the promised land, right? The ruins of their great wall cities, built of Cyclopean masonry. Listen though, Cyclopean masonry, which means this is from the mound builders. The ruins of their great walled cities, built of Cyclopean masonry and adorned with sculptures and hieroglyphic writing right there on the structured walls that surrounded us, protected us, are found throughout the length and breadth of Asia Minor and extended into Syria, Phoenicia. And the country is intersected by their great arterial highways, the so-called royal roads, radiating from their ancient capital at, let me move this down. I don't even know why my computer's slow. I ain't got nothing on right now. Okay. Okay, here we go. At the Bagas Koi, or the Petira, in the heart of Cappadocia, to the traditional home of St. George of England, in the country in which St. Andrew, the apostle and patron saint of the Scots, is reported to have traveled in his mission to. Now, y'all know at this time period, they talking about us. Woo woo. But they gonna want a little bit of juice, they want a little bit of light. Like the brother right here with the locks on that old Phoenician coin of Carthage, the Carthaginians. I told people the Carthaginians is from America too. And look, it said inscribed Brat with the winged horse. Woo woo. Let's go. Okay. And so then we go over here to the Scyths, or the Gallia, the Greco-Roman form of the name of God. The Greek-Roman, the Creek, right? Greek-Roman name of the Goths. The historical significance of this fact will be seen later. The ancient imperial Kti people of Asia Minor and Syria Phoenician are the same ruling race which are now generally known as the Hittites. For although calling themselves Kti, and called also thus by the Babylonians and ancient Egyptians, the Hebrews corrupted the spelling of that name into Heth, or Hit. In their Old Testament, when referring to them as the ruling race in Phoenicia and Palestine, on the arrival of Abraham there, and the translator of our English version of the Hebrew text have further obscured the original form of the name by adding the Latin affix "ite," thus arbitrarily coining the modern term Hittite, right? So everything that's just written right here, he found from Hebrew to English to Latin. Those are all American languages, and we all know this, right? So we're going to continue. The identity of these Kti or Hittites with the eastern branch of the Aryans who invaded and civilized India was now made practically certain by my further observation that the latter people also called themselves in their epics by the same title, and as did the Hittites, they called themselves Katio, Ario. In their early, what is that? Pali vernacular and laterally Sanskritized, damn, they made up a word, it by intrusion of an intro, Shataria Ari. It says Shatari Ari. In Hindi, Katari Arya. In these Indian names, Kataria Yo or Shataria, man, these are sister names. I'm tripping. Have the same radical meaning of cut or ruler, or I would say cute or ruler, as the Hittite Kati base. Later, I observed that the early Kati or Hittites, as well as the Phoenicians, called themselves by an early form of Barat, as well as as we shall see the original of Brit or the Briton, and that they also used that form itself, and that their language was essentially Aryan in its roots and structure. This practically established the identity of the Kati or Hittites with the Indo-Aryans and disclosed Cappadocia in Asia Minor as the lost cradle land of the Aryans. Asia Minor, right? Now, we're going to continue.
Look, I'm trying to put themselves in now with that image.
Oh yeah, no, them dreads, them locks.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's the coin of the Phoenicians right there from Carthage. You saw I got the Britons and the Britannia. They got Brat. And it says right here, it says, this now led to my discovery of the key, or rather the complete bunch of keys to the lost early history, not only of the Indian branch of the Aryan and its parent Aryan stock back to the rise of the Aryan race, but also to the lost history of the Kati or the Hittites themselves, who have, let me move this. I'm gonna stop at this picture and we're gonna chop.
Okay.
We're gonna talk. There's a lot to talk about real quick. Who have hitherto been known no earlier than about 2000 BC or still later. I had long observed that amongst the most cherished ancestral possessions which the Indian branch of the Ktayo Arayo Barats had brought with them from their old homeland to their new colony in India. Okay, like Anus in his exile jealousy, bringing with him his rescued household gods from his old Trojan homeland, where their treasured traditional list of their ancestral Aryan kings extending back continuously to the first Aryan dynasty in prehistoric times. Y'all see this, right? The Trojan homeland, right? The Indians branch.
Sound like somebody moved over there to India. Barat.
Oh yeah, look, their new colony in India. So we've been conquering a lot of places, everybody. And me and Cuz was in the building. She showed the maps of the different locations, and she was pulling up names and where a lot of these names come from. And they come out of America. Thanks. Even the word Africa. Africa was made by Americans.
I looked all that up. All that's out of America, y'all.
They can't get around us. Like, we created research, we're the best at it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna read the rest of this, and we finna talk for a while because I think I'm on page number 5, or we're gonna
Okay.
stop at page 7, but we're gonna talk for a second on this one. Um, it said those treasured ancestral Aryan kings list they embedded in their great epic, the Mahabharata. In summary, so y'all know that book is about us. Go and get it, the Mahabharata. In summary, but in their older epics, the Purana. Where's Piranhas at? Everybody in the back chat, I want y'all to tell me
South
where's Piranhas
America, South America, in the Amazon River, ain't it? And it
What?
is it the Amazon?
Yes. Only in the, come on, man. In some, okay, they religiously preserve them in full detail. There they cover many hundreds of pages, recording in full detail the main line and numerous branch line dynasties from the commencement of the Aryan period down to historical times, and specifically the names and titles of the various kings reproduced with, let's say, scrupulous care, and citing in regard to more famous, more famous of them their chief achievements, thus making the record something of a chronicle of the kings as well. These traditional Aryan kings are implicitly believed by all Brahmins and modern Orthodox Hindus to be the genuine lineal ancestral of the present-day ruling Indo-Aryan caste. Man, this, whew, how he switched everything over is so foul, but at the same time, we appreciate him for breaking this down. We're going to go to the next page real quick. And y'all see it, everything is going to lead back to you. Even that book, the Mahabharata. We're gonna have to do a build on that book. And that book is deep. That book is like, people look at that book as like a reference, a religious reference. Okay, in India. And often I observed in my travels through the country groups of villagers listening with rapt attention and reverence as one of them read out the narrative of great achievements by some of these traditional early Aryan kings who are confidently believed to be the genuine historical kings of early Aryans and the ancestors of the pure Aryan ruling princes in India. Today, some of whom trace their ancestry back to them. But modern Western, but modern Western Vedic scholars, without a single exception, as far as I am aware, have, it says, summarily rejected all this great body of epic literary historical tradition as mere fabulous fabrications of the Brahmin priests.
So anything that ties back here, it's fabrication.
It's fabrication, right? Just as modern writers on British history have arbitrarily rejected the old traditional ancient British chronicles preserved by Godfrey and Nunes. The excuses offered by Vedic scholars for this rejecting these ancient epic traditional records are twofold. Firstly, they say that as these voluminous kings lists are not contained in the Vedas, and only a very few of the individual kings therein are mentioned in the Vedas, which books they assume to be the sole source of ancient Aryan tradition, these kings lists must be fabulous. In making such an objection, they entirely overlook the patent fact that these Vedas are merely a collection of psalms and not all historical in their purpose, so that one would not more expect to find in them systematic lists of kings and dynasties than one would expect to find detailed list of kings and prophets in the Psalms of David. The second argument of Vedic scholars for rejecting these ancient epic kings list is they truly say that no traces whatever of any of these early Aryan kings can be found in India. You got to believe that. You're not going to find the original people
Not
in
gonna
India.
find them there. Nope.
Everybody, didn't we just read that India didn't have civilization until we got there?
Nope.
So you
Exactly.
won't find the bloodline connection to these kings in India. So where was I at? Right. The second argument of Vedic scholars for rejecting these ancient kings lists is that they truly say that there's no traces whatsoever of any of these early Aryan kings can be found in India. That's a fact. But this fact is now disclosed by the new evidence to be owing to the very good reason that none of these early Aryan kings had ever been in India, but were kings of Asia Minor, Phoenicia, and Mesopotamia centuries and millennials before the separations of the eastern branch to India. Huh?
Mm.
As they
What
call
they say?
it.
All roads lead back to Rome.
And they call it Phoenicia. They call it Phoenicia a location where the kings of Asia Minor, Phoenicia, and Mesopotamia, right? That's Mesoamerica. That's what they're saying,
Yep.
Mesoamerica.
Yeah, but you see how they put it which is
Yeah,
Mesoamerica.
Mesopotamia. Right, because you look up Mesopotamia today, where's it at? Ain't no Mesopotamia on no map. There's no
Nope.
country called Mesopotamia. People
But
be tripping.
they will talk about Mesoamerican.
All day. I mean, come on, man. So picking up these despised traditional epic kings list of the early Aryans, thus contemptuously rejected by Vedic scholars, I compare the names of their latter main line. Okay, here we go. We finna get some good feedback on his tripping. He be tripping. So we're gonna just say, you know what I'm saying, Lawrence be tripping.
They definitely trying to. I mean, even with the name Aryan, and they always holler Aryan Nation. Y'all ain't no goddamn Aryan Nation, nigga. You a bunch of lab babies running around here claiming identity of somebody else because you have no identity. Y'all like motherfucking goddamn. What y'all call those bugs that lean against the tree and it blends with the tree? Is it cicadas? Not cicadas. What do they call them? Praying mantis. Wherever the fuck they lay their ass against, the motherfuckers try to blend in and become people. But the sad part, you motherfuckers can't even blend in. You niggas don't look like nature. Go ahead.
So the dynasties with the names of the later historical Hittite kings of Asia Minor, as known from their own still extant monuments, as well as from the contemporary Babylonian and Assyrian records. And I found that the father of the first historical Aryan king of India, as recorded in the Mahabharat epic in the Indian Buddhist history, right? Was the last historical king.
There.
Yeah, Buddha was an Indian. But historical king of the Hittites.
I didn't know it was no there. I thought it was
right.
in Asia. Go ahead.
So it says, was the last historical king of the Hittites in Asia Minor, who was killed at, it says, Carchemish on the upper Euphrates on the final annexation of that last of the Hittite capitals to Assyrians by Sargon II in 718 BC. And I further found that the predecessors of this Hittite king, as recorded in the cuneiform monuments of Asia Minor and in the Asian documents back from several centuries, were substantially identical with those of the traditional ancestors of the first historical Aryan king of India, as found in these Indian epic kings list. So they keep saying an Aryan king of India, and India didn't have kings, right? I need to drink something real quick. I'm starting to get cotton mouth.
Okay.
Homemade tea, homemade tea.
That's what I'm drinking,
Thus,
some homemade tea.
I'm telling you, you got to, man. You know, thus the absolutely identity of the Indian branch of the Aryans, the Indian branch of the Aryans with the Kti or Hittites was established by positive historical proof. And at the same time, the Kti or the Hittites were disclosed to be Aryans in race and of primary Aryan stock. And the truly historical character of the Indian epic kings list was also conclusively established. Indian epic kings list. I'm gonna pull this up before I start. Got some gems in here, you know, a little bit. We gonna get to them. It says, on further scrutinizing the earlier dynasties of these epic kings lists, I observed that several of the leading kings of the earlier Aryan dynasties in these kings bore substantially the same names, with the same records of achievements and in the same relative chronological order as several of the leading kings of early Mesoamerica and the so-called Sumerians and the Akkads, as recorded in their own still extant monuments and in the fragmentary ancient chronicles of that land. Still further, I observed that the isolated early kings of Mesoamerica, who are only known to Assyriologists from their stray inscribed monuments as solitary kings of unknown dynasty and unknown origin and race, were mostly recorded in my kings list in their due order in chronological succession in their respective dynasties, with full list of the Aryan kings of these dynasties. Let me tell you what they're talking about. The so-called Tartaria. So to break it down, when he's saying right there, that's Tartaria. They keep using the word Asia and Asia Minor and Asia. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we got to remember, where is Tartaria?
I mean, you know that history is really false once you know about the Tartarian, which are us, the mound builders who went out worldwide building. You built mounds, but you also built civilizations, period. You cultivated the world with your gifts. So once they left out Tartarian, they left out the whole history.
They go that Mahabharata again.
You can't write this history without it. Huh?
No, I was just showing them that's that Mahabharata again. That's all through this whole book. That's a book about our ancestors, and we didn't even know it. Well, I didn't until I read this book. So then I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this side of the page. I gotta take me a puff break. You know what I'm saying? Play a jam or something. We could talk with the chat. But it said, who had preceded and succeeded them. It thus became obvious that these Indian epic kings lists supply the key to the material required for filling up the many great blanks in the early history of ancient Mesoamerica in the dark and prehistoric period there. Not only did these epic kings lists lighten up the dark period of early Mesoamerica. Remember, the Dark Ages was when we conquered the planet.
That's the Dark Ages. Because it was dark. We was dark-skinned people. People think dark age means plagues. That's what they really believe, that this world was plagued with disease and all that. No, that dark age means dark-skinned people ruled the fucking world. Go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, we had our foot on their neck.
Yep.
Okay, and it says the dark period in Mesoamerica history, but they shed a similar illuminating light upon the dark period of early Egyptian history and prehistory as well. Right? Then it says, and disclosed the wholly unsuspected fact that the means in his pre-dynastic civilizers of early Egypt were also of this race of Kti or Hittite. Y'all see that? Why do they keep putting that white Syrians or Aryans? The Phoenician also were now disclosed to be Aryans in race in Kti or Hittite Aryans by these new historical keys thus placed in my hands. See how he's believing his own lies? So by these historical keys thus placed in my hand, this
You
therefore,
got your hand over your mic, cause it kind of like muzzle now.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we're gonna make sure when we get this other live, we're gonna do a practice test to make sure we can share it. That way you don't have to hold your phone, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to read it from the screen like we did the last book.
Right. Okay, it says this therefore corroborated the fact found by anthropologists from the examination of Phoenician tombs that the Phoenicians were a long-headed race like the Aryans. Okay.
I ain't
Well,
seen
listen,
that
hold
one
on,
fake
hold
ass.
on.
Go ahead.
We finna stop right there. Because
Right
I
there.
ain't never seen no white dude with no hook.
Nope.
Have you ever seen a white dude with a hook head?
Nope. Their
Come on,
heads
man.
are flat and like oval shaped.
Right. The Phoenicians were long-headed race like the Aryans and of a totally different racial type from the Jews.
I'm done.
To whom they have hitherto been affiliated or merely linguistic arguments by Semitists. This eastern or Indian branch of the Aryans, the Kayato, the Katio, or the Aryobrats, called themselves in their epic, the Mahabharata, by the joint of the clean title of Kuru Panch, Allah, a title which turned out to be the original of the Syrio Phoenicians. These Kuru and Panch are described as the two paramount kindred in the confederated clans of the ruling Aryans, and they are repeatedly referred to under this confederate title in the Vedas. Now, I observe was the ancient Sumerians and Babylonian name for Syria and Asia Minor of the Hittites or the White Syrians, and it was thus obviously the original of the Assyria of the Greeks, softened into Syria. See, now they taking the Greeks too by the Romans. Whilst Panch is defined in the Indian epic as meaning the able or accomplished Panch. In compliment, it is there explained to their great ability.
See, this is how you know this shit was written after Reconstruction era, because they got white in this bullshit.
Yeah,
even though
totally.
we know that's a title, not a people.
Yeah,
because they are the original WY. And how to spell they white is, WIGHT. They the WIGHT, not the WHITE. Go look up with WIGHT. That is them. These some of the most lying. That's why I say if their tongue is moving, they motherfucking lying. If their hand is moving, they motherfucking stealing.
They stealing.
You can't believe shit come out of these motherfuckers' mouths 95% of the time. And these are just facts. Halito, everyone just coming into the chat. Halito, welcome.
Okay, so we can get back to this. Also, an outstanding trait of the Phoenician in the classics of Europe This disclosed Punch to be the proper names of the ruling Aryan clan, whom I at once recognized as the Phoenicians. What is that? The Finca or the Peneg or the Panas, seagoing race of the eastern Mediterranean of the ancient Egyptians, the Phoenicians of the Greeks, and the Phoenicians of the Romans. Come on, man, y'all ain't neither one of those. This Punch ruling Aryan clan was celebrated in the Vedas as the most ardent of all devotees of the sun and fire cult, associated with worship of the father god Indra, as in the Vedic verses cited in the heading, and we shall see that the Hitto Phoenicians were special worshippers of the father god Bel, also called by the Indara, who was of the sun cult and whose name is recorded in the early Britain monument to be examined later on. The Punch, it says the Punch Aryan clan was also significantly the foremost seagoing Aryan people of the ancient world in the Vedas. They talking about the ancient world, y'all. Y'all see that right there, right? Talking about America.
Because you ain't never heard nobody call nothing else ancient. They was trying to call Africa ancient, but now they over in Africa, but who could they be talking then? Go ahead.
In which most, if not all, of the many Aryan kings celebrated in the Vedic hymns as having been miraculously rescued from shipwreck by Indra or his angels, and were kings of the Panch Aryan clan, and a ship of 100 oars is mentioned in the connection with them. These Panch Aryan are also sometimes called Krivi in the Vedas, which word is admitted by the Sanskrits to be variant of Kuru, which have same means as Kur or Syria. This Confederate Vedic title for them and their kinsmen. The later Syrians, namely Kuru Panch, is thus seen to be the equivalent of the later title of these two Confederate Aryan ruling clans, the Assyrians and Phoenicians, which is referred to in the New Testament as Suru Phoeniki, and Englished into Syro-Phoenician. Let's see what this is at the bottom. Got a couple more lines.
First thing first, while you pulling it up.
Go ahead, cuz.
We give birth to nations because we the only one can give birth to nation because we our starts in the womb and not in a motherfucking lab. Nation creates confederacies. These bitches ain't no confederacy. That's first and foremost.
Facts.
This is to let you know the lies has been taught. All this is, they have added in their bullshit to place themselves in time because they started in the lab. Motherfuckers ain't no confederacy. Bitch, y'all ain't even natural. Y'all ain't even nature. Go ahead, cuz.
And they continue to try to graft themselves in these writings.
Yes.
If y'all know, they'll use our in, a lot of times. Yeah. So further, I found
look like we all existed at one time together. Not.
Yeah, like we all was partying, but the book said that it was a law in place that you couldn't marry outside your clan. So that we all got to keep that in mind. Further, I found that the early Phoenician dynasties in Syro-Phoenician, or the land of the Amorites, of the Hebrews, as well as in early Mesopotamia on the shores of Persian Gulf, were Herodotus records that the Phoenicians. Okay, I gotta turn the page, everybody. Y'all gotta think how strong my wrist is.
Trying to hold that damn. We gotta do y'all. The next time, y'all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a test run to make sure this is up, or you gotta get your. You say you could do your your computer, you got to be able to go back in there and we'll have
Yeah,
yours like a standby. You can redo yours because you ain't been on yours since then, so I'm pretty sure
yeah,
you
ain't
have
been
to,
on yeah. We gonna finish at this stone right here, and then we gonna
Okay.
chop it up. Cause I ain't seen my gods and the goddesses in the chat. I know they tripping on this.
I can't
The
see none of it. I
clans,
look at my phone.
the clans were located before about 2800 BC, also called themselves by the Kti or Hittites title, and also by the early form of Barat in their own still extant monuments and documents, and dated back to about 3100 BC. The Phoenician Kti Barat ancestry of the Britons and Scots and of the pre-Roman Briton Kti kings was then elicited and established by conclusive historical evidence in due course. The Anglo-Saxons also were disclosed, as we shall see, to be later branchlets of the Phoenician Britons, which separated after the latter, had the later had established themselves in Britain. This identity of the Aryans with the Kti or Hittites was still further confirmed and more firmly established by further positive and cumulative evidence. In 1907, at the old Hittite capital, Bagaz Koi in Cappadocia, Winkler discovered the original treaty of about 1400 BC between the Kti or Hittites and their
We need
kinsmen.
that. We need that treaty.
We need to find that ASAP.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
treaty
Put it
about
right.
1400, everybody look this up. It was the treaty 1400 BC between the Hittites and their kinsmen neighbors on the east, the ancient Persia, and the Mitanni, who were called the Medes. Okay. In this treaty, they invoke the actual Aryan gods of the Vedas of the Indian branch of the Aryans and by their Vedic names, significantly the first Mithra of the Greco-Romans, as some of the later Aryans made separate gods out of different titles of the Father God. His name is followed by the Indra. You know Ra is over here in America. That is the the solar Indra or Almighty. No, the principal deity of the Indro-Aryan Vedic scriptures, and as instanced in the verses cited in the heading, this a special god of the Brats or the Brits, and of their Punch Phoenician. It says the Phoenician clan. Hold on, let me pull this up.
You remember we used to holler, now that's Barat.
Brat.
Britain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
something.
Brat is the nickname for Britain. The Brats
That's
and the
what I'm
Brits
getting.
mm-hmm, and their punch or
So
Phoenician clan.
when we talk
And this,
about the Britons and we keep talking about the British is the one that's running everything. Are we talking about these people?
nope. We're not
Okay.
talking about the people that's acting on stage today.
Okay, we're not
We're
talking
talking
about Great Britain. Oh, this is okay. I know what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, this is ancient Britain. This is the dark
Yeah,
skinned people. Um,
yeah.
right here. Let's get back to right there. It says, and the end of their Punch or Phoenician clan and his image and title are represented on ancient Britain monuments and coins. But even this striking historical evidence of itself did not induce either the Assyriologists or the Vedic scholars to seriously entertain the probability. Come on, this stone. That the Hittites were Aryans obsessed with the preconceived notion that the Hittites, whatever their what did I say? Affinities might be right. Affinities might be were certainly not Aryans. The present work of the first installment of the results disclosed by the use of my new found keys to the lost history of the Aryan race and their authorship of the world's higher civilization. It offers the results in regard to the lost history of our own Aryan ancestors in Britain. They ain't say British, right? In Britain, and discloses them, the early Britons and Scots and Anglo-Saxons, to have been leading branch of the foremost world pioneers of civilization, the Aryan Phoenician.
Mm.
And see, right here, they said our own Aryan ancestors.
These motherfuckers took the swastika and the
See, they stealing everything from you right in your face.
yeah.
Right in your face. And it can't get no worse than this.
I looking back, did y'all just block the person? Because whoever this person is, they ain't here putting peace more. They ain't got nothing else to do.
So y'all, we at page 15. Page 15. We finna take a little music break. I'm gonna take a puff break. She gonna jam out, you know, for a good 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue. We're gonna go to page 20. Right now we're at page 15. And we're gonna continue to page 20 in
Let
a
me
second.
get that what that treaty. Go back over there. Let me see that treaty. Let me see what's the name of that treaty again.
The treaty is
It's up at the top on the other side. 1400.
It's right there.
Between, okay, let me get that right there. Kahati or the Hittites.
Between the Hittites and the Persians.
You said when it says it says the kinsmen neighbors on the east of the ancient Persians. Okay, let me put that in. Let me put that on that too. What is it? The Matoni,
Mitani. So it's more than likely one word, mitani. Mitani. Got it? Good. I should probably go back to the others. Everybody, we cooking. Hold on, let me tap on the chat. Let me see if I can see it. Well, I can. Peace to the gods and the goddess. One more read. Charles Johnson, what's going on? I see you, Kitty. Hey, what's going on? Original Skywalker. My brother, what's up, cuz? Darkfly brother. Flaming Dragon. Skywalker. Obsidian. Peace, goddess. Mother of Dragons. Danielle Ross. Peace, Ross. I'm a Ross myself. My Ross family is from Macomb, Mississippi. Magnolia. Cuz I wonder if they end up dropping her, man, and I'm stuck up here. But yeah, man, we just going through this book, breaking it down. See, we got this guy. Yeah, where your family from, Ross? Mississippi. This book right here was written by a guy that was in the military. I think he ended up getting the green light to be able to put all of this stuff together from a whole bunch of information he was compiling. So when I had, read into, a little bit of the book, what I'm saying, and did a research on him, it was shocking that you found all of this and you learned how to read Sanskrit and all of this within 2 years. Like, it's almost impossible. So like, I respect the information, but at the same time, you can see how themselves are working their way into making this about the group of people we know today is not, what I'm saying, dark or, sun gazers. But this book continues to go deeper and deeper. Okay, Virginia. Yep. I got a ton of family from Virginia. That's crazy. A lot of my Ross family is up here from Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, and all that stuff. DMV. I'm finna get back on this until Cuz get back. Oh, actually. Let me see. Forgot any up under that. Nope, that's it. All right, we're gonna go on. We're gonna continue on. I guess what I'm saying. Y'all gonna hear me smoking while I'm reading. Oh, this is a whole new chapter. Look, we'll have to start this one another time. It's a whole new chapter. The undeciphered Phoenician inscriptions of about 400 BC in Britain and site of the monument. Woo! This is gonna be the part 2 right here. That exhaustive British sense and preservance. So the word is mystical in its choice of objects, which leads its own Stonehenge or Choir to the rabbits, whilst it opens pyramids and uncovers Nineveh. Emerson on Stonehenge. We have no first-hand notice of Britannia until Julius Caesar landed there in 55 BC. Y'all know where Julius Caesar is from, right? If y'all didn't know, I'm going to let y'all know. Julius Caesar, he's from Argentina. That was the first location of the Rome. Woo! So part 2, we're going to go crazy. I think Cuz is locked out. Copper Empress. Gee, man. I'm going to talk to the chat. Oh yeah. I got a ton of y'all. Hey, you crazy? Hey, that's crazy, Skywalker. A lot of my family is in East Texas, bro. I got so many Ross families. They be trying to get me to move there. I forget the name of the city. It starts with a B or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Over in East Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we're on this treasure hunt, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta get this finished. And that's why, I want y'all to read along with me, because you know how people be saying, oh, that's cap or this and that, man. Hey, we share the information. We bring it out so everybody can read it along with us, and you know what I'm saying, get it all in at the same time we reading it. I read it already, but I'm, doing a illustration so everybody else can have a chance to read it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cuz, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I can't stand. Let me put you back all the way on the screen.
Oh, I didn't even know I was off the screen. No. You ain't got to really. Well, you can.
Okay, because
this is chapter
I'm just
2.
gonna make it where you were solo. I'm gonna see how I'm making you solo layout and see how big it'll make it. Okay.
No, that's cool. But no, I was just letting them know we gonna start part 2 with chapter 2. See, this chapter 2 is the undeciphered Phoenician inscriptions of about 400 BC in Britain and in the site monuments. And then right here they talk about how, look, We have no first-hand notice of Britannia until Julius Caesar landed in 55 BC.
All
You see
ass.
that? Yup. No,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I let them know that Julius Caesar is from Argentina, right below Brazil.
Oh,
Right. So they don't look. They saying they don't have no accounts of Britannia existing until Julius Caesar came there. So the Britannica, the encyclopedias. Come on, everybody, y'all got to put these two to two together. Remember the books that we had in school, and we know that there was a lie to them. Guess what they named the publishing company? Britannica. All of the elementary and high school books was they this is how they destroyed our way of figuring it out. But they didn't know that we was going to be the seed that was going to be the ones that restore all of the truth. So even the Britannia, that's American. The Britannica was written over here in America. The dictionaries was written by our people. They be tripping so bad, man. It be so funny, man. I just sometimes laugh and don't even get upset, you know.
yeah, they definitely ain't nothing but liars. So I'm looking up the treaty. Hmm. History of the Nephilim said that the said lies agreed upon. Hmm. This is interesting. I'm gonna send this to you, cuz.
Can you hear me, cuz?
I can now.
Man, this
Been playing with you.
hey, look, why did I end up in the chat?
Damn.
Look, I ended up in the in the chat. I hear you
Uh,
talking, and I'm reading the chats, watching the video, and my mic moving, but I'm like talking, and I'm looking like, man, hold on, how did I end up way over here? Like this thing don't
yeah.
want us to let the truth out.
Talk about this. Damn. Oh, what's the product? What was it? See, perhaps the term of the is it Semites, the Indo-European origins, DNA. We ain't going now. Mm-mm. But I sent it to you, cool.
Oh yeah, I just got it. Want me to open it up?
Yeah, you can open it.
That's the treaty.
Yeah. This is, I guess, this is. I'm trying to get to the treaty because it's what I keyed in, but this is what came up. So
Oh, okay.
this is where the Phoenicians related to the Hittites, but I asked for the treaties. The Hittites World History and Encyclopedia.
Hey,
It
send
might
it
be
to my
found.
email real quick.
Okay, okay. It says the Treaty of the Kadesh, the world's first peace treaty. The Egyptians. This might be it. Hold on.
Yep, the Kadesh. It was in that book.
I'll send you that.
Then you got the Moors.
You know I'm over here. I'm over here on the Russian side.
The Moors. You know what I'm saying? We got the original peace treaty. Man, come on, man. I don't understand people that don't understand what was going on. Like it's okay. Be what you want to be. You can be GI Joe. I don't care. Just be a good GI
Mhm.
Joe.
That part. Let me see if I can share this because this keeps going and going and going. What in the world?
It might be a long treaty. I mean, that's why I ask people, have they read the Constitution? As soon as they say, yeah, I stop talking to them. I don't want to talk to you no more, man. You're a liar. Instantly. Like, I've never read the whole Constitution, and I read dictionaries. That thing is huge. I'm not finna sit there and think I'm gonna read a whole
They
Constitution.
said this is a reference between the S. It says Langdon and Allen H. granted the Treaty of Alliance between the Hattusili, king of the Hittites, and the Pharaoh Ramses II of Egypt.
Cuz, did you send that to my email yet so I can open it?
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to this. Ain't the, I sent you one to your phone.
Everybody's over there reading it by herself. We all waiting to look at it with, we want to read along with you.
Hold on. I sent you two different things. Let me come out of here. I want to read this. Hold on. Let me see where I can share it. Oh wow. Hold on, y'all.
Oh yeah, they know who you is. That's why they mug you. If you in Cali, you better not have a car to drive normal. Like, old people gonna disrespect you. They'll pull up and mug you and then mash off on you. You be like, what? Yep. Old lady, 70, 80 years old, to mash off on you, make you look like you ain't nothing. They love it. That's why they never could get me. I'm always in something fast. Don't play with me. You ain't finna beat me off this light, lady. Get that, old lady. Take that. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Okay. Let's see if I can do it this way. Cause share link. Save as a PDF. No. I'm gonna send it to you this way and let me know if you get it. I'm gonna send to you. The first one I sent to your phone, to your I sent that to your it's a text
My
message. This one I sent to you.
I seen the pop up.
This one I'm sending. Okay, I know. So I'm gonna resend it. I'm gonna send it to you. I just sent one from Amusing Planet. That one I just sent. See if that came through.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it.
It should say the Treaty of Kadesh and the World First Peace Treaty.
The Amusing Planet. Yep. Okay, I got this one. It says, yep. Let me see what you're talking about.
And now I'm gonna send you the one that I just sent to your phone. I'm gonna send that to you as well, to your email as well.
Only days we were waiting for you.
I just sent that. Okay. And that's where they pulled up when I put in treaty, y'all.
Oh, yeah, this is in Sanskrit. Yep, this is in Sanskrit. We're going to read this. On the walls of the temple of Karnak near Luxor, Egypt, and on the temple... They didn't get this off the walls out of no Luxor, Egypt. This was out of Luxor. Look, they just said that they just got this off the walls of the temple in What temple? Have anybody ever seen a temple there in Karnak?
I can't even tell what Karnak is.
Have anybody ever heard of Karnak?
I never heard of it.
Okay, we're going to continue. And of the temple of the Pharaoh of Ramses II in Thebes are engravings that described a great battle against the great king of Kti and a peace treaty that was forged with them. The hieroglyphics, which were known since antiquity, was first translated by John Francis Caplion in the early 19th century. So when did he learn how to read Sanskrit? He just learned how to read Sanskrit, so he knew what he was talking about, right? And this triggered a renewed interest among Westerns in Egypt, ancient Egypt. In 1858, it was identified that the great king of Kti were the Hittites, which ruled in the central Anatolia in modern day Turkey. So this guy just, even though this actual cuneiform Sanskrit imprint ain't around no more, he read it, y'all.
I mean, I don't mean no harm. I believe that's some bullshit they came up with because that don't look like no writing. They look like somebody laid some shit or some damn clay dirt and just start putting their fingerprints going across it, trying to level it out. And then they rolled some shit across it. Look at that shit. Now, what the fuck? It look like a bunch of waves. What the fuck did you read from that? You can't make this up no more with these people. Can you see a word, cuz? Can you see one word on there?
I can actually see letters, but I don't think he can see the letters that I see because I'm going from one way to I'm going this way,
from left
this
to right.
Yep, I'm going from right to left. But hold on. If this is on the wall, how did it get stuck to this boulder?
Yeah.
Y'all see the boulder that is stuck to? Like, what did y'all like gorilla glue it to the red concrete?
It don't even have all the shit to it, you know.
What's that, red concrete?
It's supposed to be a treaty. So how we know what the treaty was about? Why did they create this treaty?
Okay, hold on. It makes sense. Right, I'm finna point at it. Right there, they talking about this was the Hittites.
I'm not.
They figured out, like, what part of it? Oh, it had to be that part right there. That's the most important. It's empty, nothing around it. That's the most intelligent looking location. You can't just say that they were Negro, but we can say that they were colored. They were dark. Yeah, we can say they were dark. Give them our hair, though. Make sure they have our hair.
Make sure they have some straight. Yeah.
Right,
As my sister say. Yeah, bone straight. 33 inches.
Then it goes on to say 8 years later, in 1906, the German archaeologist Hugo Winkler discovered and excavated the capital of the Hittite capital, Hattusa. Okay, so now that they found the capital for the Hittites, right, in the Hattusa, in the fortified ruins of, I'm gonna say, Bogaskal in Turkey. In the remains of the largest palace, they unearthed 10,000 clay tablets written with cuneiform documenting many of the Hittites' diplomatic activities. 10,000? How the fuck y'all know what they talking about?
Well, they say it's the world is on the street.
I'm saying, like, if this is not plagiarism at its best, 10,000 clay tablets. And y'all just, yeah, you know, this one right here this is talking about Lil John and Joey and Jughead. No, this one over here was talking about his animals. Like, come on, man. How y'all gonna know? It says right here, the hall also included 3 tablets on which the text of a treaty was inscribed, whose text corresponded to those found on the walls of Egyptian temples. Winkler immediately grasped The significance of the discovery, he wrote. He couldn't read Egyptian writing, so y'all already know where it went from there, right? This is what he said. I marvelously preserved tablet, which immediately promised to be significant. One glance at it, and all the achievement of my life faded into insignificance. Here it was, something I have jokingly called a gift from the fairies. Here it was, Ramses writing. How you know Ramses wrote that? This dude said Ramses writing. Here it was, Ramses writing to the Holists about their treaty, their joint treaty, confirmation that the famous treaty, which we knew from the version carved on the temple. And what the hell? This, if hey, somebody mention history to me again, I'm gonna start cussing them out. I'm not gonna even listen to that word history no more. That's out of my vocabulary as of today.
This ain't no history.
I'm removing that word out of my vocabulary.
These are lies and deceptions.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to continue reading. This is his dream of how he said, for words with parts of the Egyptian version written in beautiful cuneiform. We write in glyph. Egyptians write in glyph, not cuneiform. See, this is what plagiarism is. He went on to say, and excellent Babylon. Like he was having a great dream. See, people that get power that never had power, sometimes they don't realize that they can, like, look. Now we're looking at Egyptians, right? Did it look like those little stabs in some clay? That's how we write over here in America. Look, got all the animals that's here in America. Letting them know, nigga, you played me, man. You lied to him. Look, got the American spear, the arrow, holding his hand up like he done. Like, unalived. Y'all see that, right? But we gonna get back. And this is carving. This is ancient carving.
I ain't never seen that before.
This is an ancient carving. Right here, this is engraved into the stone so deep, and he got an arrow in his hand holding his arm. Dude trying to fight him back, but he didn't already probably beat him, to where he weak. And this, the Egyptian is about to do him in. But look at the writing and behind him, everybody.
Did I just see a Hulk on that bitch?
More than like you did. And then it got more carvings of our people right there in the back. But they ain't showing you the whole thing. It's more to it's another part to this over where my arrow is at right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a dude right there. He got his hands like he holding one wrist. Like he got his left wrist holding his right wrist. With his left hand holding his right wrist. But back to him, he like, yeah, nah, this is over with, dog. You gave these people false information. You let them plagiarize us. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, and this is where you're doomed. This is it. Egyptian against YT. You can tell. Fragile, thin, gullible. No, don't cry now. You're doomed, dude. Go ahead, cuz.
You good.
I was just having fun with the picture. Look, Andy's standing on one of them. Look, with his feet on her face. With his face like, your partner's doomed too, dude. Stand on his face. Hold him down. Look, with the other foot. He not moving, and you finna die with him. Y'all gone. Ooh. And this is a picture.
Nearly 500 years ago, the collapse of the Hittite Empire, 1800 BCU. The Hittite lands are still referenced to the Assyrians and the Babylonians.
Look, this
Documents
picture
about the same time of the biblical record reference such lands of the people of the Hittite ancestries. I'm gonna send this to you. You can look over it until we do. That way you bet. Oh,
But look, everybody, look. This is what the
it's in the
carving is about.
Bible.
This is what the carving is about. A relief inside Abu Simbel Temple depicts Ramses II slaying an enemy while trampling on another in the Battle of Kadesh in 1274 BC. So that's Ramsey. That they thought they was gonna jump on me. He's like, y'all smash on your face. You know what I'm saying? About to just give you one of these arrows, dog. It's a wrap. Killed both of them.
Oh wow, the German ensign. To read more about this evolution. When you okay, what I'm finna send you. So what I'm thinking is, y'all, a lot of these treaties are in the Bible.
Oh heck yeah. We're not
They
the Bible.
included in the Bible.
In the Old Testament.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm finna send this to you, cuz, so you'll be able to go over it and look over it before our next live. Wait till you get this. I just sent you one a few minutes ago.
Oh, you did? Okay, hold on, everybody. Be right back. I'm going to get it.
These, I think, y'all, we looking for treaties everywhere, but the treaties are encoded in the Bible.
Yeah.
And I believe this is what, like we said, don't throw the Bible away. I don't do the Bible, but they said don't throw the Bible away because it's
no. Yes. Throw the Bible away and keep the Old Testament. The Bible is a new contract. So everybody, the Bible starts with Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Sarah, Job, and Stephen. Ain't no Mufasas and all of them over there.
Because it got John in here. In reply to Jesus declared, I tell you the truth, no one can see the kingdom of God unless he is born again. Now, this is in the treaty. This is in this treaty that
you wanted me to pull up this map, or you wanted me to?
No, I'm just giving you these because we'll look over this, so we'll be able to break it down. Because this says it's the Hittite treaties, and this is, you see the last one I just sent you. It's treaties.
It's the treaties. There's more than. Oh yeah, it's a couple of them.
The records say Babylon dealing with the Hittite territory in Jerusalem.
Oh yeah, we share with the whole crew over here. Y'all see this? The Hittite treaties, and then we look one right there, one right there, one right there. Look, all of them are in the word.
Different, yep. The word of the Lord came to Zephaniah's son.
So here's another one.
And this is what I pulled up.
Here's another one, everybody. The Egyptian intervention in Palestine and Assyria. Ooh, we gonna go over this, y'all. Ooh, y'all see that, right? The Babylonian Chronicles.
Babylonian Chronicles of the Egyptian what?
Intervention in Palestine and Syria. Try to tell people we conquered so many places. It's crazy. The Babylonian Chronicles, the Battle of Carchemish.
Okay, now they said the Egyptian Hittite peace treaty is one of the oldest treaties in the world.
Damn.
Century.
I had to get to a position, you know. I've been holding this phone for 2
This
hours.
was yeah.
You got maps in here.
Oh,
It's still going over the
kingdom was 1650 to 1460. What? And all this I-650 to no, this going backwards. Oh, I don't understand it.
Yeah, it goes reverse down to 0, then comes back up.
Okay.
Yep. Cause like right here, what I'm showing right here, the dates are going in reverse. See, 559 to 556.
Okay.
Yeah. 556 to 539. These are all treaties, everybody. Yep. We gonna go over this, y'all. Ooh. Cause you done found some jewels. Right here, before.
Y'all, I'm over here on the Russian side.
We got to find out who this person is. Cambyses. Look, Cambyses invaded Egypt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hittites were one of the most important ancient civilizations of Asia Minor. When they calling us Asia Minor, we was Asia. No, we was superior, right? Asian superior. I mean, it goes on and on, y'all. I sent you Tarania. Okay, hold on, y'all. You there, cuz? Oh, it's another word I want to look up right quick before. I don't know if cuz if he's planning on reading some more. Because I know he's been holding this one. We're gonna definitely do yeah, this is a long book, so want y'all to ride this wave if you can. Come in and get these jewels. We're gonna go over some of these treaties. Let me see who this is. Okay. You there, Zoe? I'm in Mar. I'm sorry. Here you go. When you show too much, they boot you. So I pulled up this is Turan civilization as New Russian perspective. Damn, cuz I dropped somebody repost a link for my cousin Zoe for me. They want you to create a full account so you can read this article. The picture alone tells me that these motherfuckers didn't exist, that there were some niggas. They're gonna let him back up. He said, I'm Russian, especially when I'm in there. I know that's right. That's what it was about. They rushed in on us. Halita Sasha mean one. Halita, everyone that came in the chat. I'm waiting for my cousin Zoe to come back up before we end it. But We got a lot of stuff we're gonna be going over with this book and who these people is, who are the real Britons. As you can see, if y'all was in here from the beginning, y'all will see. Well, these people left out of America and went up set shop. We basically went set shot up on everybody's goddamn turn. We built civilization. We colonized. It wasn't colonized in the wrong way. We literally went to help people build their civilizations. That's what we did. Help them build their civilizations. I hit my damn fingernail. This motherfucker just keep throbbing. Broke my goddamn nail all the way to the quick. So they did you like they did me. They don't want to let you back in this motherfucker. I just kept on trying to come back in. When it booted me, it didn't want to let me back in. Yeah, this was Indian Superior. Thank you, Empress Pit, Kid. We had a map with it on it, but it's been over a year since we've seen it. Me and Frida had did a build on it. And that's exactly what it had on it. It was an old map, y'all. An old map. But I want to say this is the Turanian, Turanian civilization. And it says a new Russian prosperity. Because I seen that in one of the treaties, and they were saying in this treaty that these people being reclassified over, they went by many names. So I went to look them up. So of course it says the Eurasian is a social political movement in the Russian that emerged 100 years ago in the early 20th century. And it states that the Russians do not, hold on. You back, cuz?
Man, they had me in the cyber world. Like, listen, I got locked out. I don't know how they put me back. And then I heard you devil talking, so I went out of there and went back into YouTube to try to get back in. You was triple talking. Like every time you talk, it'll go layer 3 times. Like these people are crazy. That's why I said I'm in Mars.
So who are the, it says Turanian, the Turanian civilization. Have you ever heard of them? They said this is a Eurasianism is a social political movement in the Russian that emerged 100 years ago in the early 20th century, and it stated Russia does not belong to the Europeans or the Asian categories, but the geopolitical concept of the Eurasian, which is demonstrated by the idea of the Russian world. But I have to join this site in order to read the whole. Huh?
Are you reading on another script?
Yeah, see what it was when some of the stuff I sent you, I seen what it called out. This was written in there, and they were saying that these people they went by many names. So that what made me look it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in one of the ones I sent. I think it was the second one I sent you. It's in there at the top, and it's gonna tell you they went by many names. So that's why I wanted to look it up and to see who was these people, because we know we went by many motherfucking names.
Yeah, I mean that's why.
But they telling me on here you have to join the site in order to read the rest of it. So, but I wanted to know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they in Britannica. People of Britannica?
I told you, Britannica. Told you they took it and put it on these books that was learning in school.
Yeah, but this is the name I just asked you about. It says in classification of religion, is dwell of the great 3 races. This be the Turanians. I believe these are the Tartarians. Atlantic people. East Semites, and the Aryans, to which corresponded three great families, language originally in some remote prehistory. Each of these races formed unity, but with time they split up into a myriad of people. I'm gonna send that to you because Britannica dealt with a lot of us.
Hmm. But that's why I mentioned Britannica earlier. An encyclopedia,
Uh-huh.
dictionary, all of that comes from America. Just like the whole beginning of research comes out of America. So people wouldn't know what research is if we didn't give it to them.
All them motherfuckers over there on TikTok, they scared of research.
Man, what?
This is long, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna send this to you too, oh, baby, it's going on and on and on. I'm gonna share that to you.
As y'all can see, part two is finna get hotter. And it's gonna go deeper and deeper and deeper. Because this book we're covering got some gems in it, but we also got to duck the hijacks. But we all know they wasn't in power, you know, 500 years ago. They didn't speak English or Latin or Hebrew. So that denounced them a lot of credibility on anything that they say, us and our ancestor. We gotta, get that back. But part two will be spicy. We apologize for the
Yes.
inconvenience of the
We're gonna
streaming.
make sure
So
y'all we'll make us. I don't want you to have to sit there and hold the phone because they look like it was hurting. I ain't even lie. Let's make a goddamn wrist hurt. Shit.
but you know what?
So we'll
Not
do a
me.
test.
Let me
I'm
explain
glad
why.
because it would have been me that been laying on the damn on the table. They've been laying on
Well,
the damn table. So what we'll do is do a practice run the day before the live. So we'll make sure that we'll be able to have it on the screen without you having to hold it.
because listen, I want to say this to all the guys out there, all the men. Y'all see me hold this phone up for 2 hours and a half, right? And read and smoke, right? But it comes with patience, calmness, and practice. I do push-ups on my fist. So I practice doing push-ups on my fist to lock my wrist. So when I'm in a battle or in combat, my punches are of a 200, 300 pound person because of how my wrist is locked. So it's kind of like a 2x4 hitting people. So y'all just witnessed yourself seeing me hold this phone for 2.5 hours. So
Yeah, you
y'all
was a
men
soldier.
start doing y'all push-ups on your fists, and it is uncomfortable for the beginning. Start with 5, go to 10, and start hitting 20 sets. And y'all gonna start realizing locking your wrist, and you gonna start challenging your children. Grab my wrist, or your grandchildren grab my wrist and try to bend my fist, and they'll realize they'll be sitting there hanging from your fist, not even your arm. I can actually put my 4 fingers out, and my grandkids can hang in the air by just my four fingers. So it takes practice. But go ahead, cuz.
Check this out before we get out of here. Ancient Turanians as native people of Europe. Similar, you're saying Turanian people most likely were either Indo-European people or related to them. Mm. It is also
Mm,
misinformation. First of all, there was no so-called Indo-European when the ancient Turians were the native people of Asia, Europe, and North Africa, and is known as being the people who what's this alienated the Indo-Europeans. So now they're trying to move. Mm-mm. No, I'm gonna keep digging. I'm gonna keep digging.
that's why I be cracking up at people in their maps, man. You know why? I'm gonna show everybody why. Because when people be pulling out these maps, and I tell people, how you gonna go with a map that's drawn when my kids probably can draw one better? But not only that, that was one of their goals, to make sure that they drew maps. I'm finna turn on this camera, right? Everybody, look at this map. Let me get in position. This map got these white tees on the four corners of the map, blowing air into the world.
Is that what that was? I was wondering what the fuck that was.
Yeah, look, that's one.
So they
in that
blowing
corner
the air. They giving the, like they saying, they giving the earth birth.
Yeah, like they birthed in the earth, like they giving the world life. So when people be pulling up these maps and they be talking about, yeah, I got a 1536 map. Like, okay, let me see what color it is, because I'm thinking like, what kind of water paint was they using back then? And most of them being crayon and all that type of colors. Like, first of all, they didn't even ink like that. They actually used certain dyes. So you'll think that it was over 2,000 plus maps made when these people got to the print machine? Yeah. And they put themselves on them. They always put themselves on maps.
Niggas been printing and printing.
Man, what?
Shit ain't new. Shit ain't
Just
new.
like the vanilla skies.
Yeah. Okay, original Skywalker. We I hope y'all enjoyed the live. Tuesdays though.
Yeah.
Or you want to do it? Okay. We'll try to make it into. I'm trying to get my mama with. I don't have to run up and down this interstate, but definitely we'll try to do it twice out of a week so we can get through the book.
Okay, that's
so
a bet.
that way we can do like a Tuesday and a Saturday evening if that's cool, or Friday evening. Okay.
Yeah. Cooking. We're gonna get.
Thank y'all for coming out. We're gonna go over these papers though, so we can see what they talking about, so we can add in on with the book, because this is gonna connect. This is gonna connect a lot of the dots that's in the book, so we'll know what we know who they talking about. But it's good to see, other articles fit the narrative of what we're reading to trace, connect the dots.
Right.
I enjoyed y'all. Peace, love, and light. And we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace, y'all. Thank you, cuz.
All right, no doubt.
Call me tomorrow. Call me tomorrow so we can go over after you look it over and let me know what you think.
Okay, I got you. I'm actually reading now, but I got you.
Okay. All right. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Everybody have a masterful rest of the evening.